This isn't easy. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Daily Reacts TV here, and welcome back to Spider Week on Thursday. Now, Friday is going to be the final day for Spider Week. I'm very excited for that video, which is another cool video that I wanted to do. But this one is basically something I've been wanting to do because the Black Critic guy did the exact same kind of video that I did, which is Collider's ranking. 2 years ago, the Black Critic guy did a Collider ranking reaction to the Disney movies. And I'll play the clip for that video right now.
2. Sleeping Beauty. I can't help it. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is disgusting. Sleeping Beauty? At number 2? You need to explain yourself. Like, look, I get that the castle is iconic. I get that the animation is phenomenal. But it doesn't have the social relevance. The Princess Aurora is the worst Disney princess of all time. She's the worst. She does nothing in her film. I get it, you know, she's the Sleeping Beauty, but you talk about completely useless and forgettable. No one in the world would ever say that Aurora is their favorite Disney princess. Ever. You can have no one would even say that that she has the best prince. Ever. The only argument character-wise is Maleficent, who does still everything that she's in, and she is an iconic Disney villain. But one iconic Disney villain and fantastic animation is not enough to put it at number 2. Are you fucking out of your mind? Over Snow White, over Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Aladdin. Over all these films, that's fucking ridiculous. That is a terrible take. Seriously, what? I mean, by the way, if you're gonna go on the whole, like, you're gonna go down this rope path, how in the world would you pick Beauty and the Beast that plays up the archetypal damsel in distress mantra? The helpless princess that needs to be saved by a strapping man. You're gonna mention about how Mulan is this trailblazing film about transgenderism, or that Peter Pan is a reflection of men who live in their own world, but you put Sleeping Beauty, that's literally the epitome of the feminist archetypes that they hate, or the story archetype that a lot of feminists really hate. Anita Sarkeesian made an entire series about the damsel in distress and how it's a terrible archetype. It's a terrible trope. And I actually agree with her. It is a terrible trope. How in the world can you honestly tell me that Sleeping Beauty is number 2 on any Disney list? It is perfect, too, since Sleeping Beauty is such an aesthetic triumph. This is Walt Disney animation, and it's the most beautiful and sprawling. Okay, yeah, you know what? Animation-wise, it is fantastic. I'll give you that. So, Are you just basing it off of like animation quality? Like, is that how this list is formatted? Well, I got news for you, buddy. Fantasia then should be number 2, not freaking what's it called? How in the world? How in the world? How in the world? Number 1 is Pinocchio.
That video is what made me wanted to do this for Spider Week, but I didn't want to wait until next year, so I decided to do it this year, which is every Spider-Man movie ranking from worst to best. I don't know if they add like the animated ones, but we're gonna have to see. But yeah. Now, if I disagree and I flip out, just like Tony did, I am sorry if I can't hold a lot of things. I'm basically doing this on my PlayStation, but I'll have like a screenshot of it on the video right next to me. My sister. Okay, and a good note. Number 8, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I officially agree on that one. What does he say that is like, he or she say? This is the movie that failed everything for Andrew Garfield. I remembered hating this movie, and I still do to this very day. Honestly, I don't care. But I see why he put it in this place. I'm really glad that he did, or else if he would have put this in 2nd or 3rd place, there would have been a lot. I mean, a lot of problems. But I agree on that one. Thank you, Collider, for doing something at least decent. So I agree on that, but hang on. Okay, so he says that spoiling the Chuck on The Amazing Spider-Man 2 feels like a replica of another era of superhero cinema. Yeah. Everything I am reading right now, I don't understand. Number 7 is The Amazing Spider-Man. As much as I don't really care for that movie, I would say it deserves to be higher. What do I mean by that? So The Amazing Spider-Man started filming a year after they canceled Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire. And people were pissed. They were pretty mad about that. But Andrew Garfield stepped into a very big no. This should have been a Spider-Man movie that deserves to be higher. I don't think it's better than Holland's films, though. Let's just say that. But I don't know what. I think it should be higher. I think it would be like in the number 5s or 4s. Overall, I don't think Amazing Spider-Man should be up there. I mean, be lower on the list. So let's look at the others, shall we? Number 6, Spider-Man 3.
Hey, buddy.
I do think it needs to be lower. As much as I love Spider-Man 3 and how much it has a soft spot in me, it did have a lot of problems. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a perfect movie, but I think it should be down where The Amazing Spider-Man 1 is. I don't think it's the worst one out of all of them, like from the trilogy and from the Spider-Man movies in general. I don't think it's a perfect one. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like this one had like more downfall because Sony was in the middle of everything. They weren't letting Sam Raimi do what he wants with this film. They made him add a bunch of characters. They made him rush the fucking script and, you know, made him rush it. I do think Spider-Man 3 is a good film, like The Amazing Spider-Man, but I don't think it should be higher on the list. Like I said, even though that movie has a soft spot in me, I do think it needs to go lower on the list. Now, if they add Spider-Man 2 low, I'm gonna be mad. Because overall, That film, like, even like I said, even though it had problems, it's still a decent film. It's still good. I don't think it should be higher on the list. Get what I'm saying? But let's get to the next part of the list. Number 5, Spider-Man Far From Home. No. I think it should be lower. I think it should be like in the middle of Spider-Man 3. Why? Obviously, I was not like as big of a fan I was of the movie when I reviewed it and how it's my favorite. It should be higher. It should be like in the top 4s, not the number 5. What the hell are you thinking? But I do think it's a good film. It's not the best. It's a good Spider-Man film. I do think it should be in the top 3s at least. But let's get to the number part of this list. Ranking 4 is Spider-Man 2. No. I do not agree to this part of the placement. No, it should be in the top 3s. The top 3. This is my number 1 favorite Spider-Man movie. How in the world is that number 4? I know. I hear you screaming from here. Well, I'm not screaming right now. I just take this as an opportunity to remind you all that my ranking so much for me. Spider-Man 2 does not hold up as... The fuck is that supposed to mean, dude? Are you kidding me? No, I want to hear the rest of this. I literally just poured my heart out into this movie. These 3 movies on this channel on Monday. That's premiering on Monday, and you're telling me it doesn't hold up. You better had a good explanation for that crap. From the pretty much gold-rooted to the earnest faith of humanity, showcase, though not our web-slinging hero, but the faith citizen of the city he protects. Even the villain. Iconic Spidey foiled Dr. Octopus, played by extreme Alfred Molina. Dr. Octopus is perfect, foiled for Peter at this point. Their journey is another turn. You don't make any sense, dude. I could see why Black Nerd Comedy got mad at you. Alright, next one. Number 3, Spider-Man of the Spider-Verse. No. Now, I love Spider-Man of the Spider-Verse. I don't think it's better than everyone else is saying, oh, this is the best Spider-Man movie. I don't think that. God, I can't talk today. I will admit, it is a beautiful movie to look at. It is a beautiful movie to look at. It has great animation, good storytelling, but you're gonna have to rely not only on the characters, but how the story is told, if you know what I mean. I don't think it should be higher. I think it should be near where Spider-Man Far From Home is. Where's Homecoming and No Way Home? That's my question. Is, like, did they not update it after No Way Home? If Homecoming's in number 1, I'm gonna freaking flip. But like I said, Spider-Verse is a good movie. It should not be higher, though, because, like, it's not as memorable. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me in the premiere chats, or what the fuck you're gonna be looking at, but I don't think it's that memorable. I do like the movie, yes. I don't think it's that memorable. Trust me. I don't think it should be in the number 3 spot. I think it should be lower. At least, give us something. Like, you know what I mean. But let's get to the number 2. So what's in the number 2 spot? I'm sorry. I can't hold it anymore. Fuck you. fuck you. Why is Spider-Man Homecoming in the number 2 spot? You gotta be shit. Look, as much as I gave good credit to the movie when I reviewed it when on the way to No Way Home, it does not deserve in this number 2 spot. It should be lower, along with Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3. Why the hell is this up higher? What's so great about Spider-Man Homecoming? Because all I can remember, it's gags, a joke. It's Peter Parker being at school and he's being like he wants to be part of the Avengers. That's not Spider-Man. And he was very annoying in this movie. At the moment I was reviewing the movie and I rewatched it for No Way Home, it made me want to go jump in the pool and spend the night in it. I'm not saying anything else, but you gotta be kidding me. Homecoming? Hang on. I want to know what made this movie so perfect in people's eyes. Tom Holland is the perfect Spider-Man. If Maguire was too dope and Garfield was too what? That makes no Jaharet sense, but okay. Holland is the 3 Little Pig style just right. Funny? No. Innocent? Okay. And then basically, Holland makes Spider-Man Homecoming sore. Did you fucking just say sore? Did you fucking just... Even when the story... I can't even understand what you're saying, what made this movie so... Here it is. He sets his Michael Keaton Vulture Okay. As much as I like Michael Keaton's Vulture in that movie, even though he made a really stupid-ass joke that made no sense, that could have made his villain arc a little bit better. But, again, it does not mean Spider-Man Homecoming could be up top. Again. What's number 1? I know No Way Home's not in this, because I haven't seen No Way Home in this list. Was this made before No Way Home? Alright. Number 1 is, of course, now looking at it, the Spider-Man 1 movie, released in 2002, which was Tobey Maguire's first take on the character. It's not as bad as number 2 was, I'm not gonna lie. That one made me snap real quick. I don't know how. No, Collider, you need to fix that up. I'm just saying that. But Spider-Man 1, not a bad pick. I mean, I could understand people... Some people really didn't like Spider-Man 1 with Tobey. A lot of people didn't like it. Some people really liked it, like myself, because I grew up watching it. But I wouldn't say it's number 1. I say Spider-Man 2 is number 1. That or No Way Home. It's still tied between those two. It's one of those two. But I say that it deserves higher on the list too, but it doesn't deserve to be like on the top, if you know what I mean. Like, what did I mean by that? Like, Spider-Man 1 was a big setup. It actually beat Tim Burton's Batman movie, like, the box office to it. Like, they beat it to the punch, where Michael Keaton's Batman movie, I don't know how much it made. I'll put the thing right up here. I don't know how much it made, but then Spider-Man came out. I'll put it right there as well after I show the Batman one, and it made more. Like, it beat Tim Burton's Batman to the punch with the box office. So that explains a lot on why Spider-Man 1 would be this person, like, be he or she's favorite. But Homecoming at number 2, I'm still getting over that. That is completely bullshit. But Spider-Man 1, I can understand. But at the same time, I can't. You know? I still say Spider-Man 2 would be in number 1. But overall, guys, yeah, that is my reaction of Collider's ranking of all the Spider-Man movies. I need to check for other people that had No Way Home, the Venom movies, and of course, the Spider-Man movies as well. You guys wondering what sweatshirt I'm wearing throughout this video? It's actually my old high school that I used to go to back in Illinois sweatshirt. Now you guys know where I used to go to. But yeah, that's it for Thursday for Spider Week. I'd love to know what you guys think of the ranking. Do you guys honestly agree with what they've been saying about these movies? I mean, I'll put the link of it in the description for the video. Obviously, this one really made me snap. And I normally don't snap as much. But when you do something like that, that's gonna piss me off like real quick. Let me just tell you. Obviously, yeah, make sure to smack the like button. Also, push the red button, wish to subscribe. Hurry notifications, be notified video make. Go on a link in the description to my gaming channel, my horror channel, and my Discord server. As always, I'm Daily Reacts. Take care, guys.